Okay, hello everyone. Um, all right, going through this. First off, I'm checking the stream quality and it says excellent. So if it's buffering, you may need to exit the app and come back in. I think it was Roger was asking about that. So hold on, I gotta scroll back and chat. Hello, Mystic Mima. Welcome, Ken, Lee, Roger, Mike, James. Julie. Anyone else? Did I say Roger? I think I said Roger. And Lee. Yes, we got Lee. Mr. Red Devil. Hello. Who else we got? Who else we got? Going through the list. Going through the list. Eki as well. Sorry, I pronounced that right. Okay. Hello. All right. Let's see what's all in chat. Beardo's Madness. Yeah. Usually he finishes streaming after a little bit, so he'll probably finish up soon. There he is, the biggest douche in the universe. Yeah. All right. It put all these badges beside your guys' names now. I don't think you can see it, but I can see it. It's got you guys like ranked in the community based on, I guess, whatever, how active you are or something. And now y'all got numbers beside your names. All right, just checking chat. See if there's anything else. Hold on, I gotta fix this window. Refreshed and all good? Okay, good. Hey everyone, hello. Yes, I got your hellos. Lorraine's fault now? Okay, it's not Beardo's fault anymore, it's Lorraine's fault now. Hey Jenna. Cat. Hello, cat somewhere. Oh my god, this light is killing my eyes, guys. All right, everyone's saying hello. The gremlins. Yeah, there's an XP thing you notice. You see it too? Okay, good. Then you guys can see it too. Okay. Hey Marie, welcome back for membership as well. Oh, is it the first person to comment and stuff? Oh, is that what it is? Oh, because it's got like a thing on my thing. It says community. It says community leaderboard. Oh yeah, I think it is a commenting thing. It's giving you guys XP based on your, guess your comments. I don't know. Whatever. YouTube is implementing something weird. Okay, gamifying stuff. Hello, Kel. Welcome. Yeah, I was like, fuck it. I'm like, I'm probably gonna end up talking about Zach and going on a rant about Zach, so I'll just throw him up as my thumbnail. Also because I just didn't want to see. Yeah, you don't have one, Julie. It looks like it's doing 1, 2, and 3. I really don't understand this new system. So hold on, let me bring up this. There's this community thing. It's only putting a badge beside 1, 2, and 3, but I can see like number 4 is Ken, then James and Roger, Red Devil, Julie, Jenna, Celtic, Caitlin, Eki, Cal, then Kellyanne, and it seems to stop at 13. Why 13? I don't know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Yeah, Mima's number 1. Yeah. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it's just like on the stream or if it's like it's only got like 75 XP, and I know y'all comment a bunch of my videos, so it's got to be per stream. I'm thinking it's per stream. At the top next to live chat, 75 XP or whatever, click there. Yeah, I don't really understand it. Yeah. Fight, yeah. I don't know how you like beat each other out. I'm not sure how it all works, so to be honest. It looks like it's new. This is a new thing. It's the amount of super chats you buy. Oh, hey Marie. Oh, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Is it the amount of super chats you buy? Is that it? Hold on, let's see. Let's check your number. I don't know if it is. Is it? Oh wait, I see you there. Never mind. Yeah, because your username's different than your thing. Okay, I see you on the list. Oh, okay. Jenna, you're number 3. I think it's a mix. Yeah, I think it's probably a mix of like I'm gonna have to look up to see what the heck this is. It's some new thing that they've obviously implemented to try to make it more fun, I guess, for the community or some bullshit. I don't know. Twitch always did stuff like this too, so like it's nothing surprising. Like it's nothing like I'm just gonna put one of these in for now. It's nothing like crazy surprising because Twitch used to do this stuff. Like you'd log into Twitch and there'd just be something new there every fucking day, right? Mine's saying that the people who've purchased the more have the most points. I don't know. Because Mystic Mima's like at number 1. She's at 75, but everyone else has 75. So I'm not sure. That's weird. Beardos didn't have it. Oh, okay. Then it's like, must be brand new. Although I am signed up, because I sign up with YouTube. There's like these things you can sign up as a creator to try out new things and to be invited to like survey panels and things like that to discuss changes that they want to make to the platform. So I just signed up for the streamer one. I wonder if I get some things before other people because I did that. I'm not sure. I wouldn't be surprised. If you click on the crown and the question mark, you can see what it is. Oh, okay. Although this is in OBS, so OBS needs to catch up to it. Yeah, OBS doesn't have the question mark. Oh, wait, I see the question mark. Place for fans to stand out. The top 3 get special badges in live chat. It resets every stream. Oh, it resets every stream. Okay. Send live chat messages, send super chats and super stickers. Oh, I think also people that are chatting a bunch must be getting it, right? Okay, I see it now. I see it now. I'm no longer a newbie. Hey, Ken. Thank you for the membership again. I see a 14 now. Oh, do you? Oh, okay. Something about, yeah, super chats and chats too. Like if you just talk and chat, it looks like as well. I'm having a fucking day here. Hold on. Wait. Let me adjust my chair because it's annoying the shit out of me. Oh my God. It's like this cushion is too warm. I spent all day being freezing cold, and then my eyelashes wouldn't go on. It's a mess. My eyelashes wouldn't go on, and then it like started frustrating me because like when I start getting like frustrated, I get like really anxious. So then the eyelashes wouldn't go on, which then started frustrating me, and then like now I'm like dying of heat, and now my chair cushion is too hot. I have a little fan on me too, but I feel like I'm like dying here now in my freaking clothes. Oh man. And it's just because my eyelashes was frustrating me. That's it. Now I'm freaking sweating. I hate anxiety stuff. It makes your body do such annoying things. Ceiling is sort of fixed. They came in and they really just like, they sprayed a bit of it with some mold spray, which I know that's not going to cover it all because like, I'm like, you're not spraying the whole area. You're just spraying the one little spot. They fixed the little hole that was in it by spackling it. And then they just painted it. I'm like, okay, but the ceiling's still like, it's still bowing down. Right. I'm like, that's not good, but we're at a point right now where I think it's like, we're only going to get minimum repairs in this place. I just hope that this landlord doesn't try to sell or something. Cause like, if I have to move, I'm going to actually literally be fucked. So, oh man, it's kind of reached that point where the landlord didn't used to be like this. And now they're like really finicky and like nickel diming everything. So it's kind of like, oh shit, but I'll see like the world, the economy. I know I get it too. And it's like a mess. Just glad to have your company in chat. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. You're brushing your teeth, so it's hard to chat. No worries, Julie. Yeah. What if you put eyelashes around your third eye? That would look really weird. You have an itchy bum. Yeah, my legs are like itching underneath because I'm hot. Because of freaking anxiety. I know. It's like my body just went into like fight or flight moment over eyelashes. So now I'm like, I gotta like sit and calm the fuck down for a minute. Oh shit, I said the F word. Oh well. Hey, Paranormal Brew. Hey, Taryn. How's it going? Would be a different kind of butterfly kiss for sure, though. Yeah. Oh, Taryn. Life is like, it's, how am I? Bleh. Just explode my head open. Fucking done. Just had to place a part of your roof last month. Woof. Yeah, I mean replacing it. If you have to pay for it yourself, yeah, it's expensive. But like really all they had to do was like cut out the bit of drywall and then replace it. But I understand they don't want to pay for that. And that's fibromyalgia. Yeah, like fibromyalgia, like it feels like you have like a low grade flu all the time. But also, it also feels like you're in menopause all the time. Like you get the hot flashes and it's not menopause. I've had this since I was like 20. It's the fibromyalgia will do that, but it's like the anxiety and the fibro and everything. And then you just start like, you're like so hot and then you're like, oh my God. And then you start freaking out with the anxiety because you're so freaking hot. And then you get freezing cold again. All right. Cause then you get the like the flu. It's so weird. The fibro is so annoying. Like it's not just the pain, it's like the other crap that's really annoying. The fatigue, the like the cold sweats and freezing all the time. And then when you're hot, you're like too hot. And it's just like, yeah. Oh man. But yes, so I put Zach on the thumbnail mainly because I didn't feel like making another thumbnail. And I already made that yesterday as a joke. So yeah, hot flashes are the worst. It honestly, it feels like hot flashes, but then it's like, then you get cold. So yeah, the fibro can drive you crazy. Yeah. Yeah. It sounds like all the suck. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, imagine menopause with like the flu. And that's fibro. Hey, Tracy. So I don't know if you guys watch the videos. I know we make fun of Ben from Simply Strange, and he is like Jerry Springer. Okay. Hello, Alexis. Gabapentin worked for your hot flashes. I take gabapentin for pain. It doesn't do well. I don't have real hot flashes. It's fibro. So yeah. Does fibro affect mainly women? Yeah. It's like I think that they said it's like 80% are women. It does affect some men, but it is like 80% are women. I don't know why that is. So. What are we doing tonight? Yeah, we'll take a look at the Zach crap and the big suckaroo. Yeah. Yeah, there are some guys who have it. Yeah, yeah. But it is a higher percentage of women, which, I mean, it might even be like a 75% or 80%, like something like that. So, I can't imagine menopause. I know, and this is the thing, right? I'm like, I go to my doctor, I'm like, can you test my hormones? Because like, I just want to make sure I'm not going through like the perimenopause, which is like the menopause before menopause, right? And I was like, it's kind of like lupus, James, with the pain and stuff, yeah. But then you get the weird body crap that's like the weird random fibro shit. Fibro has, if you Google fibromyalgia 200 symptoms, you will get the list of the 200 symptoms of fibromyalgia because yes, it is that ridiculous. So it's like, yeah, I got my doctor to like test everything because I was like, I just want to make sure because like, you know, I know the fibro is like this anyway, but I'm like, my hair doesn't feel the same. And like, I started developing like eczema. I've never had eczema in my life. And now I have eczema that's developed on my chest, but I got like a really good product for it, but it's bloody expensive. So he tested everything, even my thyroid, everything, right? Parathyroid, all that stuff. And he's like, everything's normal. He's like, it's just stress. Like that literally what's going on with you is just stress. So I was like, okay, yay. But then I'm thinking like, damn, like whenever I do hit like menopause with fibro, like this is gonna suck. Like it's gonna be the worst friggin' thing in the world. Um, Perimenopause sucks. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like I don't know what fibro is gonna be like with it, man. Menopause before menopause. Some people get it. Yeah, some people get it. Some people don't get it. And also, apparently, menopause and perimenopause, when you have ADHD, it like makes your ADHD like 100 times worse. So that's why I'm like, when I start that point, I'm gonna request like hormone replacement therapy, because going it like raw dogging it, I don't think I can do it. All right, Zach is a douche. Yes. Okay, hold on. Wait. Let me bring up a browser or something here. Let's see if this works. Okay, is this the camera size? Yes, that's the camera size. Okay. It's all the allergies have gotten worse after menopause. That was a nightmare. Just poured with sweat constantly. Yeah. Yeah. And that's thing, like you get that with the fibro too. Yeah. Ran 7.5 kilometers today. Felt so good. After, but tomorrow. Yeah. 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 I don't think I could do running. I like to walk a lot. I don't do running. Your doubts will always be worse than the truth. Yeah. Right there with you. CRPS is like fibro on steroids. Yeah. Yeah, Zak Bagans. Yeah, I heard a lot of people call him that. like a lot of locations that he's been to. That sucks even more, Jenna. Yeah. Okay, so essentially, I don't know if any of y'all like actually watch Simply Strange, which I understand if you don't. That is totally fine. I watch some of his stuff when there is a topic that seems like I'm like, okay, what is he going on about? You know what I mean? I'm like, I want to know what he's saying, right? And the only reason I even watched his Zach stuff, does he still have the video up? Yeah. The only reason I watched his Zach stuff, because I didn't watch any of it, I watched it because of this title, man. And this title is real. And I was like, damn, like this is what? And so then I went back and watched this and I was like, holy crap, this guy's an asshole. So, few long COVID symptoms might overlap for folk. Yeah, long COVID is rough. Yeah. It does have some overlapping. Hey, storyteller snake too. Also, hey, no, don't. Ben is so freaking extra. Yeah, okay. So like we're not gonna watch Ben's part, all right? I'm just gonna take you through. First of all, do you guys hold on. What's the name of Zach's girlfriend? What is it? Is it Jenna? What's the name of his girlfriend? Or ex-girlfriend now? Zak Bagans' girlfriend. Holly Madison. Sorry. Oh, let me just find you guys the TikToker. Okay, hold on, wait. I think I can just find you this one TikTok so that we don't have to listen to Sam as much. We do have to listen to Sam on this one thing. Okay, so the number of girls is now up to 10 that he was dating at the same time. Let me see if I can find this girl's video. Holy crap. Okay, hello. I believe this is it here. So let's take a listen. Some things that may is that too loud or too quiet?
He upset some people.
What's the sound like,
guys? Even one girl avoid a situation that she might not want to be in.
What's the volume like? Tell me. Phantom Net. Yeah, I've never heard of her until now. Yeah. Zak Bagans. Yeah. Volume's okay? Okay. All right. Let's watch her thing, because this is sort of what Zach goes on. Or not Zach. Fuck. Sam. Sorry, Sam. I will say sorry. I'm not going to like compare you to Zach. This is who Sam kind of covers in this first video here. And then he covers Holly's Instagram stories, which are now expired or whatever. But her stories are pretty much like, hey, send me like anyone who's slept with Zach, like send me your story. And then she's like, we're up to 7 girls. Let's see what it goes on through the day. And it went up to like 10 girls. Yeah, the sleeping with other girls is not alleged. These girls have come forward and they're providing receipts. But the other part is alleged. Yes. The other part we will say allegedly. We will get to the other part. So, yeah. If it's a little bit too low, I can turn it up a little bit too. So, okay. She got a bad comment. Wait, who? Who said that? Mike? I don't know. Who said that? Tell me who? Sam is not Ben. I'm messing up names today, guys. I'm sorry. Do correct me. Yes, I mean Ben. I'm sorry, guys. When you give me too many names, my brain starts to have a meltdown. I apologize. Ben is from Simply Strange. Yes. I apologize. Phantom Met told someone to do that? Okay. I mean, I think that's a little extreme. You don't say that to somebody. I'm sure it was some Zach fan, but you still don't say that to somebody, right? Regardless, let's just hear her story for a minute. Just so you know, she's not the only one. There's other people that have come forward, and there's old forum posts from like 10 years ago where he was doing this to multiple women at once too. So yeah. All right. So let's listen to this one first.
Then I feel like I've done my job. I previously made a post and I already see the Ghost Adventures fans in the comments saying, this could never be true. And it's totally understandable that you don't want to believe your idol could be less than perfect. By all means, you can still enjoy your favorite ghost hunting show just the same as you did before, but the person who you were watching can also be capable of doing some fucked up things. Holly and Zach dated for years and clearly he was severely disloyal to her. Within the last few days, she's received numerous stories that I can't imagine reading about somebody that I thought I knew. But I'm just here to tell you what I can of my story to confirm what Holly is saying is in fact true. I was seeing Zach for a short period of time starting in early 2023. I had posted an EVP that I captured at the Haunted Museum in Las Vegas, which is where I live, and Zach responded to my story. Being in the paranormal world myself, I was surprised he actually responded and was quite skeptical at first. That was until he started sending voice messages, and I was like,
yeah, boo. I thought that was Phantom. She's not a nice person, allegedly. Yeah, I mean, she might not be a nice person, but yeah, I mean, this is still, Zach still did this. So we're just going to listen to her story, just so you understand what Zach has been doing with other women. I don't know anything about her personality, but you guys are telling me in chat right now. So yeah, I get it. Is Zach twice her age? I don't know how old this chick is. I really don't know anything about her. Famous person doing things with more than one person, like a normal broke person. Yeah. Oh my God, as usual, the dogs kick off just after I say hello. No worries, Pinch.
oh wow, it's really him. He eventually invited me one evening to the museum, and of course, what paranormal enthusiast wouldn't turn down that opportunity? Once I headed that way, he told me to meet him over at the Black House next to the museum. On my end, I did not think this was going to be a date-like scenario. When I showed up, I shook his hand like it was a business meeting. But as the night went on, that changed. One small detail that gives just a little glimpse into the level of deception that we're dealing with here is the fact that he took it upon himself to make a comment about how crazy it was that we were hanging out because he never hangs out with people and this is super out of the ordinary for him, which of course set the precedent that there was no other girls on his radar and that I was special. But boy.
Yeah. And we'll take a look too at Zach's dating profile in a second too. She looks like she's in her 20s. I don't know how old she is. I mean, how old do you guys think I am? Not everyone looks their age, right? A lot of people think I'm like 20 and I'm like, no. I know not, I think all of you guys know that, but like I get a lot of comments where people like, you don't remember the Twin Towers. And I'm like, yeah, I do. Like, oh gosh. At the dog thing, my sister-in-law is a menace. LOL. Yeah. Um, Wait, did Mike greeting you set off your dogs? Is that what happened? Is 32, 2000 years old, 45, 21. Yeah. See what I mean? Like, I don't know how old this chick is. I honestly don't, unless she's come forward and said how old she is. But regardless, is it scummy? Yes. Is it legal? Yes. Because if she wasn't legal at the time when they started dating, I think she would have said that. So it's still scummy. Yeah. So he does allegedly like them young. Yes. Yeah, most of you guys should be able to figure out how old I am based on my pop culture references that I understand or that I make. Most of them.
Was I wrong? Now, of course, some may say that's okay. He's not married. He can do what he wants. And of course he can. But then you add in the fact that at this time he was officially dating Holly. After lining up our timelines, they were actually together that very day when I met him at the Black House. Now,
Oh, wow.
add in
Yeah.
another 9 confirmed girls. And by confirmed, I mean with solid receipts, including texts from his number, parking passes to his neighborhood, pictures inside his house, and now we have ourselves a little problem. There's also numerous girls claiming to have matched with him on dating apps, and we're not even counting those. I had no idea he was still dating Holly. After some time, I began to have suspicions that she was still in the picture. When I brought up my suspicion to Zach, he started freaking out and became irate on the phone. He denied that it was true and told me that I needed to mind my own business. So I did, but I kept an eye out for other signs as we continued on. And again, I began to see more red flags. So that's when I cut it off. I still wasn't 100% sure because I didn't have any tangible evidence. So I didn't think reaching out to Holly would be the best idea. Also, her platform is very large, and I didn't think she would even see my message if I did send one. When I say overlap, I mean quite literally we would be seeing him at his house on the same day. And that, my friends, is some disgusting teenage boy behavior. There are more details that I hope I can eventually share with you guys, but just have patience because there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and this seems to be a developing case because there's more details that I wasn't even aware of that are starting to surface, and whew. Now, Zach, I'm sure this may come across your desk, and I just want to make it very clear that Holly has done nothing wrong by finding out about all of this. I have done nothing wrong by telling my story. There are no accusations here or defamation of character because everything I've stated is a fact and it can be proven if need be. I hope this situation holds a mirror up to your face so you can see that there's really only one bad guy here. I hope this is a wake-up call because this kind of behavior is so childish and vile. One day I think you'll look back when you're a little older and can't get girls the way you used to and think, man, I really fumbled Holly Madison. I always try to find the silver lining in bad situations, and the only one here is the fact that I had the blessing of being able to speak with Holly and exchange stories because that's a good woman right there. With that being said, there truly are things in this world that we will never fully understand.
All right. So this is just one story. Yeah, I seen your comments. She still kept dating him after he said that. You know what? I don't know how manipulative Zach is. I've dated guys that are very manipulative like that, and they sort of like convince you that it's in your head and stuff, and then you kind of just stop questioning things. So like maybe I don't really know. I don't know the details of their thing. I don't know, like I don't know. And sometimes after you date someone, like that's when you get some like clarity. You know what I mean? So Hey, Horror of Horror, and hey, Raven. I don't know if I said hi. I know a few of you popped in. The XP thing, yeah, it's something new with YouTube. I have a feeling that it's possibly something that because I am signed up for the like creator streamer community thing or something. Like I got an email about it and it was like, "Do you want to sign up for this thing?" And I was like, "Sure." And then now this thing is on my channel. So like it's possible that it's because I'm signed up for that community thing. Let me find her okay, she's more active on Instagram. Hold on, let me find her. Holly Madison Instagram. The water spray. ABS threatened them with it. Okay. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. People can warp your reality around you for sure. And then once you've left, you kind of get some clarity. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can find unless she removed it. Did she remove it? Where's the dating profile one? Did she remove it? Dude, I think she may have removed it. I think she removed it. Damn. I wonder if he threatened her with legal action because he apparently does that. Let's see. Is it still in here, maybe? I think she removed it. I should have grabbed like screen grabs of this when I seen it yesterday. It's got to be recorded somewhere. Dating profile.
Holly has posted another update on the Costco cheater, and if you don't get that reference, go check her Instagram stories. But the count is now up to 10. She also posted a screenshot of one of his dating profiles. So here's the screenshot that she posted, and
okay, so here's his dating profile. Okay. Will your demons play well with mine? I'm a TV show host and executive producer for several shows on Discovery Plus. I talk to ghosts on one of them. I own an award-winning museum in downtown Las Vegas. Cigarette smoke is disgusting. I'm picky about my sushi, but known to wear a top hat. This is my Instagram, like real Zak Bagans, right? So that's corny too, yes. Also, the thing Holly really pointed out is her TikTok's gone, but she went on to explain that Zach makes a big deal out of like not wanting kids, and every time he dates a woman, supposedly, allegedly, he tries to get her to tie her tubes instead of him just getting a vasectomy. But yet in his dating profile, he says not sure yet for wanting children. So like Holly was like pissed off about that. Also because like asking a girl to tie her tubes is like a way bigger surgery than just going and getting a vasectomy. So yeah. All right, sorry, I'm trying to catch up with chat. Zach got bullied as a kid, now he's doing it to others. Yeah, like fame, like Hollywood fame and stuff, it turns people into this. Like that's why I don't anyone who has like an IMDb that we cover, anyone that we do exposés on, that if they have an IMDb, if they're getting involved in movies and TV shows and all that crap, that's why I tell you guys that they're trash, because as soon as someone gets involved in Hollywood, they turn into this. They turn into trash. I was really gullible when I was younger. Yeah, a lot of people, and a lot of people are just really good at manipulating people too. So, also Holly apparently like was dating someone else who did this to her, so she kind of has a type, which makes me think that she's probably been in a abusive relationship before, and it happens because I've been in one, and you kind of end up back in that type again, and you got to like really work hard to break out of that. So mentally abusing, like gaslighting. Yeah, gaslighting is part of it. Yeah. As a narcissist for 14 years, looking back, I see how fool I was. Yeah, you realize stuff after the fact, which is why I'm like, I don't really know much about this Phantomette chick. I don't know what really was happening during the time of. She might get criticized for that, but if he's a really good manipulator, she might not have noticed and realized until after she left, right? So, make me dating profile like his music pic with a haircut like James Earl Jones. Oh God. Known to wear a top hat. Yeah. She dated Hugh Hefner. Yeah, there was not really Hugh Hefner. I mean, he was sort of in like a poly thing, right? If you dated him. I think I heard that she dated like, what was it, Chris Angel or something like that. And he did some nonsense too. So anyways, he has like a bunch of dating profiles all over. Also, this new footage of him from Wheel of Fortune 1998 has surfaced where he's like a huge preppy boy, and clearly like, yeah, he kind of changed his image as he went on his TV show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty obvious like he kind of has adjusted his image for Hollywood for the fame, right? So, yeah. When is this? This was 5. Hold on. What does this chick say?
Guys, I literally just met Zak Bagans from Ghost Adventures. I don't know if you know that show, but it's like a paranormal, like, investigator show. And I was just in Flagstaff. I'm back in Flagstaff with Miguel. So this is like after the vlog I just posted. Anyway, so we were coming out of this Asian, what was it called? Asia Nation or something.
Okay, I don't think it's that important. Okay, hold on, wait. I'm trying to find something that's not too offensive. Hold on. I'm trying to, which one do you guys see? Okay, hold on. Let me find this other video. I saved some really racy videos too, so because I was just laughing at them and I share them with friends. Okay, so then this girl too comes out allegedly, and this person says this comment here. A lot of these are allegedly. These allegedlys are coming out. A bunch of them are coming out. Okay. There's more stuff. Chris Angel. Yeah, I think it was Chris Angel. Yeah. Hey, we're outside. I've completely lost track of chat. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, Jenna. I don't know if I said Jenna. Hey, Jenna. Hey, anyone I've missed? Hey, Kat. I think I said Kat. Mummy Brown. Hey. None of this surprises me. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at Ben. Sorry, I keep getting your name wrong. His video. Hold on. We're just gonna skip past. Okay, we're gonna take a look at this forum post thing that he shows because it's important. There's other ones too, but they're on. For any women out there, or some of you men might know, there's these Facebook groups called like "Are We Dating the Same Guy?" And there is like phone apps and stuff for it. The same people that started the groups created an app and stuff. So apparently there's a lot of stories on these apps, or on the app, but it's like a similar app, but it's not Are We Dating the Same Guy? It's called something a little bit differently. But it's something to do with Hollywood or I can't remember. But apparently there's a bunch of the stories in there. But you can't show receipts of that because like that's part of the deal when you join those apps is you can't take screenshots and show them to people. But he ends up finding he gets sent to forum posts that are public, right? So so we're going to just take a look at the forum posts that he shows. And then I just want to play you because I can't find the original TikTok video that he's going to show here. I can't find this TikToker. If I could, I would just play you her video. But we have to play it through Ben's video. And the only other thing I'll say too on the Ben aspect of it is when he's dealing with like these more serious stories, I will say like he does actually try to go out and confirm the information before he puts it in a video. He learned his lesson from a video that he messed up on like a while back. So he talks about that in the video. You can listen to him talk about it. I'm not going to play it. You can listen to him talk about how he has more stories being sent to him, and he has more like girls that are coming directly to Ben and sending him DMs of their story, but he's not going to put these stories in unless he can confirm them, right? So anything showing up in his videos regarding this topic of Zak right now is stuff that he's confirmed. So just to let y'all know, okay? Yeah, he has that plaque from his other channel, his fake, when he was faking being haunted. Hey, JB. Yeah, no worries. I understand if you can't stay for long. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna watch Ben's thing for a minute, just because I can't find her original thing, and the forum posts the exact link I can't find. So we're just gonna take a look at this link. So
and they sent this and stated it's basically.
Okay, so essentially this thing is called Voy Forums. Oh wait, is that the link? Hold on, wait. Can I bring it up? Let me see if I can bring it up. Voy.com/ I don't know if I have to join the forum. I don't want to join the forum. Oh, hold on, wait. I think I see it. Okay, that's fine. Then we can skip Ben's whole thing on this. Okay. All right, so essentially this was 2014. So we're talking like 10 years ago, right? 11 years ago? Yeah. So here this girl posts and she's like, hey guys, my friend recently told me about this website. I have to say I'm pretty disgusted with Zak. I'm a recent hookup of his from Twitter. He finds people everywhere. If I would have known what I know now, I wouldn't have become involved with him. I can't believe I was fooled by him. Now my eyes are finally open. I'm from Vegas and a full-time student. Yeah, he seems to like certain age ranges, right? I've been a fan of Ghost Adventures for a little over a year, so I knew who Zak Bagans was. I always had a tiny crush on him. I love the fact that he was in charge, but at the same time, he seems so sweet and caring. I never got that from him, but okay. One afternoon, I just got from Zak, I just get bad acting. Like, he's just a bad actor, right? One afternoon, I decided to tweet to Zak about how he influenced me to start juicing again. Oh, God. Okay. To my surprise, he retweeted me. On Friday, I decided to tweet him again. I was watching Ghost Adventures. I was in shock when he DM'd me. He said he didn't get too many UNLV fans. I'm sure he does. And told me to hit him up over email. I emailed him a few times telling him it was my 21st birthday. 21. How old is Zak? Hold on. Zak Bagans age. This was 11 years ago. So he was 37. And he started talking to her when she was 20. Yeah. Yeah, it's really easy to miss people in chat. Yeah. Sorry if I miss anyone. Yeah. Juicing is like, I mean, it used to stand for steroids, but now it's like working out or whatever. Like people call it that. It's from Twitch. It turned into, but I think also part of it was also tied to like those energy drinks and shit. It keeps changing and evolving its term. Anyway. Okay, so she's 20 when she's talking to him. So he quickly gave me his number, telling me to text him. One of the first things he told me is that he didn't do this very often, which is what he told all the other girls too. DMing and texting girls over Twitter. He was very sweet to me, even calling me and wishing me happy birthday. While on the phone, he was warning me about the dangers of going out in Vegas and telling me to be careful and stuff. By this time, I was told that this man was so sweet and caring. Basically everything I thought he was going to be. Little did I know that he was setting me up to use me. All this happened when he was in LA shooting the last part of his movie and doing a lockdown. Since he wasn't going to be around Vegas, he told me I could text and call him whenever I wanted. He was very attentive and texted me back right away almost every single time. Given the facts, I just assumed I was the only girl he was talking to. He would always ask me to send him pictures and videos throughout the day. I sent him a photo of me one morning and he texted back saying, I love waking up to this. I told him maybe he could wake up to my face in person one morning, and he responded with, that would be even better. He even promised me that I could attend his movie premiere with him. On the last day in LA, he called me to tell me he wanted to take me out for dinner for a late birthday present when he got back to Vegas next day. At dinner, he got to talking about ghosts, and he was telling me about this dungeon. I told him I wanted to see it, so he offered to give me a tour. Calling it a dungeon is super creepy. When he was showing me the dungeon, we started making out, then he told me to go upstairs. This was the first night that we did the giggity. After that night, the sweet and caring Zach that I knew completely vanished. He didn't text back. He ghosted her. Just when I would start getting pissed off, he would use his charm and reel me back in. The only time he would text or call me was when he wanted me to come over and have the giggity. I became frustrated when he would blow me off, only to call me to have the giggity, so I started questioning him. He gave me the same old tired excuse that he was very busy with ghost adventures and other projects. He would get me every time with his charm and sweet words. A few days later, he would turn back into being a D-bag. One night, he wanted me to go sleep over. I couldn't because I had a text the next day. He seemed fine with it, even telling me that he hopes I get an A on the test. I continued to text him throughout the night. He even sent me a picture. Here's the big shocker. I got a text on my phone later that night from a girl saying she was with him and to leave him alone. I couldn't believe that. He would text me while he was with someone else. I confronted him and he basically ignored it. I was so mad. I told my friend what happened and she told me about this website. I just want to come on here and share my story. I'm not trying to hate on him. I already moved on from him. We don't text or talk anymore. If you don't believe me, I'll provide proof of the DM and various texts and emails that we sent. I hope that some ladies can read my story and not make the same mistake. Don't fall for this sweet guy because it's only an act, or his sweet guy act, sorry. Once he gets what he wants, he will treat you like crap. I wish I would have never met Zach, and I really wish I would have seen this site before I decided to tweet him. Don't let him use you, ladies. Stand up to him and don't fall for anything he says. Okay, so first off, I'd like to say she's willing to provide the proof of the DMs and the text and everything. Okay. Ben literally said that he wasn't going to put any of the girls' stories on on any of these shows about Zach. He said it the last episode that he wasn't going to put any on unless he corroborated it and it was proven to be real. So I do believe that Ben got the DMs from this girl, but she isn't publishing them publicly. There's probably some legalities around it, right? That she's worried about. So I do believe this forum post because Ben, he did say he wasn't going to post any of these stories unless he could corroborate them. Right. And the thing is, there is a bunch of other stories too. And this is from 2014. This isn't someone who's trying to jump on the bandwagon either. All right. So yeah, there's a lot here too. So let me see. I wonder. Let's see if we can see the next message. I want to see the text and the messages just because I'm curious. Okay, hold on, wait. Let me go back. These are all replies, so hold on, wait. Okay, next message. My friend was a Zach hookup. And didn't like him. He's very different from the fun guy on TV. He's weird, dark, and moody, very selfish in bed. And okay, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna skip past that because it goes into the details of his male parts. Okay. I'm another person who has unfortunately been fooled by Zach or someone trying very hard to make me believe he was Zach. There's a bunch of stories here, guys. How come this kind of crap is just like unwarranted? So, yeah. My wife is divorcing me because of him. Okay. Ignore all those stupid comments from the Zach lovers. I just can't believe when asked he is, I live around the corner from him and he's so nice. What I thought. Okay, yeah. Wow. I have a friend that's currently talking to him, and he's been telling her some weird shit. Please email me if you can. And that was 2016. Yeah. Yeah. I all this show me the proof stuff is so stupid, but anyway. Some of these things are so stupid. All right, so some of these messages are like really dumb, but you get the idea. There's some that have responded saying he did the same thing to me and so forth, you know? Okay. So you kind of get the idea with how he is with the whole like being a player. Also, I'm sure that some of y'all women are experienced with guys that are it's called love bombing. It's definitely a thing that he's doing. And it's usually most often done by like people who are trying to, psychologically and emotionally, abuse you. So yeah, that's the idea of the red flags that he is setting off for sure. And he brings him back in with the love bombing. Yeah. It's very narc behavior for sure. Allegedly, in my opinion, it's very narc behavior. Okay. Paranormal Monkey James. Oh, is Paranormal Monkey in here? I didn't see them. Sorry if I missed it. Is women defending women and blaming the man. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Anger. Paranormal Monkey. What are we saying about Paranormal Monkey? I'm sorry. Listen, guys, I was reading you stuff and I've missed all the chat. So you come here often every day. Why is that? I work here. I'd love her to come forward and do an interview. Yeah, like that's the thing. I think just give it time, and there's probably going to be some more girls that are coming forward to actually speak on camera. So he's just using a celebrity. Yeah. He's using a celebrity to get laid. Exactly. I mean, Zach, you can see it. You can see that he's a narc, in my opinion. He shows the signs of it. I was with one for like 15 years. Like, yeah, you can see it. Oh, Paranormal Monkey? Yeah, I tried to tune into his 100th episode or whatever that was, and he was eating stuff, and it was really grossing me out. So I turned it off. I can't watch someone eat disgusting things like that. It's like I never could watch Fear Factor. I was so grossed out by it. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to watch someone eat like really gross stuff, go watch Paranormal Monkeys live from last night. Yeah, if you're into that. I know some people are into that, all right? Okay, let's take a listen to this girl's story. Okay. So this girl, she has released her story. She explains she has released her story before as well. And Zach and his legal team have like taken it down. Like they keep taking it down on her. Zach has been doing this for some time. A lot of these things we're finding online is not from like recently. Like he's been doing this for a long ass time. The forum posts and stuff that you saw, that's from like 2014, 2016, 2017. Like he's been doing this for a while, right? Fear Factor. Yeah, and like that they were like surrounded by scorpions. Some of them were eating scorpions, and I can't deal with that. I'm sorry. I just can't. I don't mind like sitting like watching someone eat and talk and whatever, but like gross stuff. I don't like it's the gross stuff. It's the tongue. When he ate the tongue, I was like, I'm out. I can't. I can't do tongue. Yeah, Zach serial narc. Yeah, my opinion, Zach serial narc. Yeah. Okay, let's listen to this girl's story.
I'm gonna try and do this with no cuts. and as well as I can. First few disclaimers is this does involve my last video that I posted a few hours.
Yeah, James, yeah, narc is like the short form term for narcissist. I know there's narc as in like, you know, to do with narking on somebody if you're criminals or whatever. But yeah, narc is a short form for narcissist. Yeah.
Hours ago. And the contents of this video are going to be rather disturbing. And by disturbing, I mean they involve me as a minor talking to Zach, who is not a minor, obviously.
Now, obviously, this is where things take quite a shift, because cheating is one thing, this is what, because it paints just for us without this it says.
The contents of the messages, unfortunately, I cannot share the direct screenshots, as TikTok will take my video down. All I can share is that he does indeed have me blocked. I've gotten cease and desist from him.
Wow.
And I have tried to speak about this almost 3 years ago in 2022. All of my videos were taken down for community guideline violations. I had gotten a cease.
So if you guys aren't familiar, you know, you guys are probably familiar that people abuse the copyright system to take down videos, right? And YouTube and other platforms have gotten aware of this. Now, her videos are on TikTok, so you can't, it doesn't even have the YouTube copyright system. To take down videos on TikTok requires a full-on copyright strike kind of deal, and that requires lawyers and stuff to sign off on it. Okay, I have a lawyer who does stuff for me. So TikTok's a bit different. It requires more. So what a lot of creators do, like people who are mad at creators for telling the truth about them or outing them, is they will do community guidelines reports, and they'll do like mass reporting or whatever, community guideline report. And what'll happen is that'll cause the video to go down as YouTube or whoever investigates it, right? TikTok has a habit of doing this when a bigger creator complains. This isn't the first time I've heard this. We heard this from Dustin Dean, the mentalist that I interviewed. His account got taken down when Amy Bolesky backed out of the psychic challenge with him, and he had to use lawyers to fight to get his account back. So like TikTok has a bad habit of taking the side of the person who has the bigger account. YouTube doesn't do that. They actually follow like a proper protocol. So yeah. If this girl's minor, what happened? Go to the police, breaking the law. Yeah. I mean, she has said that she has, got stuff going. She has lawyers. Okay. So they're working on stuff. So just be patient with it. Okay, let me just go through this thing. Cheating is bad, but not as bad as fleecing mentally ill people going through grieving process, was Ben's commentary, I think. Was he doing that? I can't remember. I can't remember Ben's commentary. All right, let's continue it.
Desist in the mail. I had him literally stalking my social media. It was rather scary. And add on top of that, his massive fan base coming at me, calling me a liar, telling me to off myself, sending me death threats, the whole 9 yards.
All right, so JB, I'll just interject here too. As someone who has gone through SA as a minor, okay, you tend to not come forward. The police are only going to charge someone until you're ready to come forward and tell your story, okay? And when it's after the fact and it's years later, even when it happens, police dismiss us 80% of the time. So then we just stop trying. Okay? So don't just assume that just because he hasn't been charged means she's lying. That is not the case. And I will not, like, at all encourage that kind of speak in this chat, or like, I'm not gonna let you guys like blame the woman saying that she's lying just because the police aren't taking it seriously. The police rarely take it seriously. All right. And if she didn't come forward until 2022, until she was older, that's very common too. You don't come forward until you're an adult. So nobody in here, and you're not the only one, JB, I saw someone else say it too. Nobody in here has a right to say that she's lying. Just wait for it to play out. She's coming forward now. She has lawyers. Wait for it to play out. And the thing is, even with her lawyers, even with her coming forward now, like, what are the police going to do? You know? Because the other thing is, like, she goes on to explain that her spidey senses went off and she realized that this was creepy, what he was doing. So she didn't let him fly her out. But there's other girls out there that did get flown out by him. So just wait for it all to come out. Okay? Now, you can't technically charge Zak for anything because she didn't send him the spicy pics. She didn't get on a plane to see him because when he started asking for that, she was like, whoa, creep alert. I'm getting the fuck away from you. What do? You take that to the police? There's no charge for that. Being a creep, but he never actually exchanged pictures. The charge requires exchanging of pictures, you know? And yeah, the cops have ignored this shit a lot, all through whatever, thousands of years.
With that being said, at the advice of my lawyer, and to keep me legally safe, I have to say that while these come from his official Twitter account, I have to say that they're alleged claims. But again, I will emphasize that these came from his official Twitter account. The cease and desist came from his team, okay? Actual legal documents that I have still.
Now,
would it be evidence for soliciting of, yeah, and that's the thing. Like she said, she has lawyers, okay? Her lawyers are working on it. Just wait for things to play out. This stuff takes time, and it's really difficult to charge him with anything because nothing actually exchanged hands. To be honest, it's very difficult. But yeah, she could go after him civilly. Yes, yeah. Like when I came forward and told my friend what happened to me, she then told the guy who did it and everyone else that I said that I was SA'd. And then they all then started to harass me and stalk me and like call me all hours of the day and night to harass me until I reversed what I said and insisted that I did not go like and speak with authorities. And I was 16 when it happened, 16. And have I come forward and gone to the police since? No. It's not worth the stress of it, and it's not worth digging it back up. That guy ended up in jail for other issues anyways, so it's just not worth it. There's a lot of women like me who don't come forward to the cops, who do try to come forward and get fucked over by our friends, family, more. So just, you know, listen to these stories and don't just immediately jump on the whole like, well, it can't be real because he hasn't been arrested. That it's more nuanced is all I'm saying, right? Yeah, this is a very common issue, guys, too. This is very common. The amount of women who get SA'd like is higher than you think. Way too common. It's way too common, and we don't come forward. We just don't. Because when we try, we get fucked. So we just don't bother.
It's really subscribing for legally still out before it's such use like but anything you know yeah.
Choked up. Again, this video has no cuts. I may get choked up a bit or not know what to say because it's still hard to process. So, this all started at the end of 2015, going into 2016. I was a huge fan of Ghost Adventures ever since the 5th grade. Zak was not my favorite. And I'm cope laughing, to deal with it. However, I still did find him to be attractive, alluring, whatever you want to call it. And I did look up to him. It's hard for me now at 23 to even stomach the fact that I'm making this video again, and the fact that I know for a fact that this has happened to other people. So anyways, into 2015 and into 2016, so I was 14 at the time.
She was 14 when he first approached her. So he's 38 to 39 when this happened. Yeah. It's fucking creepy. He's a creep. Who are the women? I don't know what you're asking, Inger. Here's one of them.
Nothing really seemed off. I would get notices on Twitter. It is what it is. Just him interacting with fans. I kind of brushed it off. The first DM I got with him was in June of 2016, and I was 15.
Now, I know that the age of consent is very different depending on where you...
I don't think the age of consent is 15. And well, what state does she live in? That's the question, right? I'm sure it's over the state. 16 in Vegas, and that's where he lives. And that's where he has lived this whole time. So she's 15, right?
You are, but it kind of
messages.
Well, though, but you know, it's worth bearing that in mind.
Again, these messages are graphic. Believe me or don't, I don't care. The first message, and I remember exactly where I was when I got it, but the first message I ever got was asking me if I felt comfortable sharing nudes with him. And when I say the first message, I mean like the first sexual message. There was a hi, a hey, a small talk, whatever. I thought nothing of it. The first sexual message I got, though, was in June 2016, and it was asking if I would be comfortable sharing nudes. I shared with him that I was not comfortable with doing that, as I was 15. He then tried to guilt trip me into sending them, saying that they wouldn't be shared with anybody else, they wouldn't be seen, they were safe with him, and that it was disappointing because I was a huge fan of his. Just saying those words make me want to vomit as it is.
Like, those words actually make my blood boil.
So, like I said, she has come forward with this, and she didn't send him the stuff because she was like, yeah. So it's really difficult to charge him with anything. But there are other girls who have been coming forward, and they've been sending stuff to Ben even and other people. And I think at this point it's like, okay, like we have to gather proof of whatever else and then let the cops figure it out, right? So.
And it just goes to show that if that statement is.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling.
Because of how manipulative that statement is. And it just goes to show the power imbalance that is there. Because as a young kid who idolizes people, you don't want to disappoint your idols. At least I didn't. Maybe it's different for other people.
No, power imbalance is a thing, especially when you're dealing with younger minds. It's easier to trick them into this stuff, right? It's definitely an issue, so.
The messages continued into July, and those messages included him asking to fly me out, to which I said that I was not comfortable doing as I had never flown by myself, and I was only 15. I reiterated.
She told him that she was 15 multiple times, by the way.
So again, I know I keep pausing it, and I do people to hit on
that I was 15.
Essentially, yeah.
Several times that I was 15. I never flew out. I never met up with him. Something in my brain was just like, this is not okay. This is not right. The messages continued, however, again, begging me for nudes, saying if I was really a big fan that I would do it. And it's just very difficult for me to still process, and I'm trying to keep some of these emotions at bay and make this as clear as possible. July of 2016 rolls around, and I had met one of his previous co-workers, co-stars, whatever you want to call them. And I had that as my profile picture in July. I had met them in April. Zak knew that I had met them in April, as we had a disagreement over it, and he was saying some things. That's neither here nor there. Not my story to tell in regards to what happened there and between those two people. However, in July is when he sent me a very rude message, a very hostile message. He was very angry with me. As I was interacting with him on the timeline, I had the profile picture, and he literally said, and I quote, "You have to pick sides, you can't have both." I decided at that moment that this was toxic. It was not okay. I was uncomfortable. And so I cut ties. I told him that I was not going to give up supporting somebody else that I have also loved since the 5th grade because of him. I was not comfortable with that, and I was blocked. The messages, though, happened from June 2016 until July 2016. So a full month of him trying to fly me out, talking sexually, begging me for nudes, trying to guilt trip me into sending them to him. If anything, I hope that this video reaches the pages of those other victims that I'm sure are out there, and that I hope maybe it gives some courage for other people to speak. I do not want followers, I do not want money, I do not want engagement in that way, as I would like to wash my hands with this man completely and move on with my life and continue to heal. I'm literally diagnosed with PTSD from it, depression, anxiety, and I go to therapy 2 times a week because of this. So, hope that's as clear. If you have questions, I'll try to answer them if I can legally.
So, I'm trying to keep my emotions.
All right. So, yeah, I put the contact info in the chat there. I think this is the correct phone number, right? Oh, wait, there's a number. Sorry. Anyway, there's contact. There's Rain is the website too. So yeah, there's apparently other like girls that are coming forward about this too, but it's really going to be a matter of like, do they want to put themselves in, allegedly, do they want to put themselves in the spotlight and in the target of someone who has the amount of money that Zak has and the lawyers that, you know, the Discovery Channel has, right? So it's a tough one. And that's why, like, we see little snippets like this popping up on TikTok and stuff. So the biggest thing I'd say, I guess, is keep an eye out on, like, I know we make fun of Simply Strange. I know we make fun of Ben. But keep an eye out on Simply Strange, because Ben says, like, he's only going to report stuff that he can confirm is real, right? So he's actually going out of his way to, like, confirm this stuff. So, yeah. Anyone who needs to go, I totally understand. But yeah, so that is what we're dealing with Zak. And then on top of that, you know, we already know his history for everything else, you know? This live will probably get demonetized or whatever. I don't care. What age restricted? It's probably going to be age restricted, so it's fine. So just because of the path that we went down here. All right, so that kind of gives you an idea of what is going on with him now. On top of that, he was also, you know, dating 10 women at once kind of deal. So that's a whole other thing too, right?
So that's absolutely cooked. And then you've...
Okay. And I don't know if he linked... Did he link any of the stuff? No, I don't think he did. Yeah. So, what was her name again? Holly Madison. Keep an eye out on the story. I would say it looks like she's already removing stuff from her Instagram and TikTok, though. Like, that was there yesterday. But I wonder if she got a cease and desist from Zak, because apparently that's like what he does. He sends like legal threats to exes and women on all that crap. So even though it's already out here, there's already a ton of it out here. So. And he also was engaged to her for a little bit too, but they kept like on and off breaking up and getting back together again. So yeah, I'm just going to keep an eye on the news for this. Rain is only available in the US. Yeah, so I think that this is a different, hold on, this is a different, yeah, this is a different, here, it's SALAL is the website. SALAL. Getting support. I mean, I just Googled rain and it gave me this number. So I wonder if that's a worldwide number. So maybe that Google's like, rain is like a US thing. So maybe that's why. I don't know. If you just Google it, I'm sure it'll give you a number that's located near you. I think Nick had tweeted something about just scratching the surface allegedly. Yeah, this what I've heard. That's what I've heard. Is that just wait, because there's going to be a lot of other stuff coming out. Hey, Glitter. Although the people that he busted got actual jail time. I don't know, to be honest. Yeah. Like, and it takes years for them to develop a case and bring it against somebody, right? Like this, and also some states have statutory limits, right? So like if it happened 7 years ago, which I think is the majority, it's like if it happened 7 years ago, you can't come after them for it anymore. So like she was talking about something that happened in 2015 or 2016, it's past the 7 years, right? But this is why. So what I heard, this is what I've heard. Allegedly, this is what I've heard. I don't know like what's all true because I haven't confirmed it all. But I heard that California, they were investigating, I know like people, it's weird when you say his name because your video can get whatever cooked, but I think this video is already cooked. Okay, so California was already investigating P. Diddy or whatever. And then there's statutory limits. I've always been around. But California recently passed a law to remove all statutory limits. So you can go after someone, even if it's like 20 or 30 or 40 years later. And they did that because of their investigation into P. Diddy. Like they did that on the down low while they were investigating him. They've been investigating him for like 15 years. Like this stuff takes a long time and there are legalities around it. So yeah. No statute if they're minors. It depends on the state. It does depend on the state though. Clock starts ticking once they turn 18. Yeah, it depends on the state. It really depends on the state. Yeah. Every state is different. Yeah. Yeah, some states have special rules if you're a minor when it happens and there's no statutory limit because they understand it's hard to come forward for them. Yeah, some states do, but some states literally don't. Like they don't care to think about that stuff. Police in UK are so negative about it, turn around on you. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah. Time limit's crap. It is crap. Unfortunately, it takes a lot of time. Like it takes a long time for people to come forward about stuff, right? So it's, yeah, unfortunate that this does happen for sure. But yeah, so it's like, I would just say, just wait and see what happens. But see, in the US, it's easier to sue people. So like if the statutory limits are up, then you could develop a civil case. Well, once you're ready to come forward, you could develop a civil case and then sue Zak for it, right? I would like to see him get his comeuppance and like lose all of his TV shows. He doesn't deserve to have it all. If he's literally using his fame to get these girls, right? So yeah, some states are, yep. Oh, I'm playing with this and it's beeping. Oh shit. FBI won't pick up until they're ready to put you in a permanent timeout. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why the P. Diddy cases took so long, you know? Time limit's 100% crap when children are involved. Yeah, it is crap, but unfortunately it is the law, right? So sadly, that is just the case of this crap, unfortunately. So yeah. Okay, hold on. I don't think you guys can see this, right? Yeah. What I can do is just... Can I turn off the monetization on this while it's already live? I have no idea. I'll try. Okay, I'm hitting save. All right, I turn off the monetization on the live. We'll see if it is okay. The Diddy thing took 3 decades. It did. It took a very long time, right? So like some of this stuff is just, it's just you got to wait and see what like you got to wait it out, right? And like this girl's story that we looked at today, he barely broke any laws. Like all he really did is solicitation, and that's a little tough. You know, it's a little tough to try, right? So I don't think that the cops are even going to bother. Like if they exchanged photos, then you can involve the FBI. The FBI will be on that shit, right? But they never exchanged anything, so it's a little tough. Yeah. All right, Lee. Yeah, have a good one. Beyond not knowing to report that the mercy of their parents, that's the other thing too. Yeah, sometimes you need to get away from your family because I don't know what the home life is like for some of these people. So
over on her
TikTok of her. Oh, here's the TikTok I wanted to play you guys, and it she removed it from TikTok. So let me show you this one.
You guys, men will lie about anything on dating apps. And I know this isn't exactly breaking news, but I've been broke up with a guy for a little bit, but I'm only just now finding out that over the 6 years we were together, he cheated on me with like 10 people. At least that's where the count is right now. I'm sure there's probably so many more. But somebody sent me a screenshot of his dating app profile. I knew he was on dating apps. That's like a big part of the reason we broke up in the first place when I found that out. But I
mean, that's messed up, isn't it? If you're in a committed relationship.
So they were together for 9 years and they just broke up, what, like a little, like a month or something ago? So it was like, what, 2014 or 2016? And he was propositioning that 15-year-old in 2015, was it, or 2016? That's really close, man. And she has kids too.
So this is a guy who told me all the time, like, I never want to have kids, almost to the point where it seemed like a phobia with him. And he didn't just tell me that, because since I've been finding all this out, like, I connected with this girl he dated for like 8 years before me, and it was the same with her, even to the point where he suggested to both of us that we get our tubes tied. And I remember when he said that to me, I'm like, why don't you just get a vasectomy? And that shut him up real fast. And I mean, shut him up to the point where, like, he didn't even answer me, like, just went quiet. Okay, whatever.
I mean, like, that's borderline misogyny.
Yeah, they've been on and off for years. Yeah, like, they kept breaking up and getting back together. I do remember hearing about that. Yeah. But, like, so when they first started dating, also thank you for the sending gifted membership, Alexis. Thank you. When they first started dating, what that was like, I was really close to that time when he was DMing that girl that has come forward when she was 15, 14 and 15. Because 14, well, she said he started DMing her when she was 14, right? Or no, retweeting her, DMing her when she was 15. Yeah.
It's mad. Like, I find that so... I would find that...
On Twitter before. But on this dating app... Oh, and also he said on Twitter before, like, somebody asked him what his biggest fear was, and he said having kids. But on the dating app, because he wants to get as many people as possible interested in him, in the section about babies, it says, not sure yet. Bro... Are you kidding me?
So yeah, Holly Madison.
Yeah, so that's one of the TikToks. And then she also had some other stories and stuff where she was showing, she was in front of Costco and she was like, it's up to 10 girls now or something. And she's calling him like the Costco cheater or something like that, because he's like doing it in bulk, essentially, is what is the joke. So yeah. So yeah, that's the Zak Bagans douchery that's gone on this week. And I know a lot of people like want me to do a Zak Bagans episode. Honestly, I would probably wait and see I'm going to wait to see what else comes out. I'll probably wait to see what else comes out. And then I might just do like a full episode. I want to see what other girls come forward. There are other girls and other women coming forward, and I want to see who comes forward, what all the stories are, what gets confirmed, what, is alleged, all that. And then we could maybe do an episode on him. Because like, I don't see Discovery wanting to keep him as like, I just don't see how they would keep him on. Like, if there's minors coming forward, so yeah, like, I'm not saying all the girls in this story are completely perfect. Like that one girl, I know what you guys said about her, that Phantom met or whatever, and who knows, like, she could also be downplaying how much she knew about Holly or something. Like, we don't know, right? Nobody's perfect in the situation, but there's like making mistakes, and then there's like, telling the person that you're dating and like acting like you're in a monogamous thing with them. And I don't know if like he wore protection or anything too, but like if he's not wearing protection and convincing girls that he's monogamous with them and he's sleeping with multiple women, and you're not aware that the guy you're seeing is doing that, and he's not wearing protection, because they were engaged and together for like 9 years, right? So like, you don't know what else like you could catch from that, like this way you got to be honest when you're dating, right? And you got to be honest of like what's going on. So him doing that knowingly is really shitty. Holly wasn't cheating on him. He was cheating on her. That's why they kept breaking up off and on, right? Because she kept catching him in bullshit. So yeah. But yeah, so that's why I was saying, I think that he should now get the biggest douche in the universe award, because honestly, so we'll wait to see what else comes out. This literally, all this stuff broke like 4 days ago. It's very fresh. So that being said, though, then the other thing I want to talk to you guys about was the Annabelle bullshit. Have you guys heard about the Annabelle bullshit that's been going on? Let's see if we can find some stuff. Hold on. News or whatever. They're saying like, what is it? She started a fire. She did not, but hold on. Annabelle Doll. There's like a fire somewhere. There. This one. Chaos to New Orleans. Okay, Annabelle Doll jailbreak. It's so stupid. This is so dumb. Okay, so I guess fucking hell, Jesus Christ, how many damn pop-ups? Go away. All right, I think this may summarize everything, so let's take a look. Is there another film coming out for the Conjuring? Yeah, the last film is coming out in September. Yeah. Annabelle the arsonist just burned the damn doll. She's not haunted or anything. It's so stupid. Engir, that's fine if you can think whatever you want to think, dude. Take Disney and Nickelodeon, for example. If they make money, it doesn't matter who gets hurt. Free Annabelle. Almost went, but not supporting the bullshittery. Do they protect their golden goose? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Zach is a money maker for them. So that's going to be the question, right? So, yep. But yeah, considering there's like 10 girls who are confirmed who have come forward and said that he's doing this shit. And I don't believe that all 10 girls are doing what he's doing. So yeah, I do believe that he is more in the wrong in this situation. If it's a demon in that doll, then she would have loved that place. Oh my God, the stories I've seen in the last few days. Yeah, it's the last few days stories. They're so stupid. Annabelle's always been on tour, Mr. Red Devil. So this is what's dumb about this, right? Tony Spera has been bringing Annabelle on tour all across the country for like years now. He just shoves her in a friggin' suitcase and they get on a plane and they go take her to Paracons. And that's how Tony and Dan make their money. Yeah. And then they try to bring this fire doll bullshit in, and then Stevie debunked that. I haven't heard anything about the fire doll since since Stevie debunked that. So she released the demons, put a mouth organ in it and play a tune. So yeah, this last few days. Okay, so what they're saying is Annabelle the Doll made a stop in New Orleans. She wasn't anywhere near any of those locations, by the way, as part of a paranormal exhibit tour. Since her arrival, a strange wave of unsettling events have happened across Louisiana. So dumb. A jailbreak in a nearby parish left authorities scrambling to recapture the escaped inmates just days after the doll's arrival. The historic Nottoway Plantation, one of Louisiana's grandest estates, mysteriously caught fire, leaving heavy damage and unanswered questions. A really old building caught fire. Like, I'm sure the electric was great. Locals have also reported electrical disturbances. Maybe that started the fire. Pet behavior changes. It's tornado season. And even unexplained noises in homes near the event. It's psychological. You guys are insane. Some might dismiss it as superstition. Okay, this is dumb. This is so dumb. It's so dumb. And the thing is, like, the algorithm is picking this stuff up because the new movie trailer just hit. So, like, the social media and the algorithms are going crazy with this stupid crap. So, yeah. Stevie found the articles where Warrens had people playing with Annabelle at parties in the 70s. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was built in 1859. It's an old building. Like, shit, like, stuff happens in old buildings, you know? Okay, so let's see if they at all do any real reporting here. Okay, I think that's all they're saying about it. All right. Regardless, go away. Okay. Yeah, this is what they're doing for pictures of the Nottoway plantation catching on fire. She wasn't there, okay? Like, she wasn't at the Nottoway plantation. She was in a different, like, part of the state. So, like, she wasn't, like, there at the plantation. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so dumb. She was in Louisiana. She wasn't even in New Orleans. I'm pretty sure she wasn't even in New Orleans, so... all right. Do they have any real reporting? No, not really. What caused the plantation fire? And why is Annabelle linked to it? All right. In recent decades, it's been transformed into a museum and luxury event venue. See, I'm curious what the electric is like in this. You know what I mean? Because these old buildings, they have a lot of crappy electrical. I do think it was an electrical fire, yeah. Most likely because of the old building, right? So, the official cause, according to early reports, is believed to be electrical. Yeah, okay. So investigators suspect faulty wiring in an old bedroom sparked a blaze. But the exact sequence of events remains under review. It's just, it's so stupid. All right, so, okay, so she was on display in New Orleans, but this plantation is not in New Orleans or something along those lines. Like, they weren't in the same location. Like, she wasn't at the plantation kind of deal. So, and conspiracy theorists are going crazy, of course, of course. Annabelle did it is now the new thing. Yeah, and the fact too that they're just like, oh, Annabelle did it, turning into this instead of like, hey, you know, we just lost like a historic building that, you know, told the story of what happened and all that, and that's being kind of overshadowed by this stupid Raggedy Ann doll. Okay, so this guy's gonna reimagine it. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at least this article is being fair about actually being concerned about losing the building. So, essentially, there was an electrical fire. And Annabelle's getting blamed for it all. Stevie covered it really well as well. Let me find it. Hold on. Let me bring up her pictures because she has pictures showing. Truth or Demons podcast. All right, let me show you guys this one. Okay, here it is here. All right. So Stevie goes into a lot of detail as well. If you guys are on Facebook or whatever too, do share this post just to kind of spread the word about the stupid Annabelle bullshit. Annabelle's on tour. She was last in NOLA. Been repeatedly tagged in videos by all the people that are blaming the doll. Yeah. So she talks about where Annabelle comes from. Yeah, the doll went from being possessed by a demon to being possessed by Annabelle Higgins, a girl who died from across the street or something, a car crash, sorry, yeah. And then it went back to being possessed by a demon who's pretending to be Annabelle Higgins. So like their story kept changing all the time. So, yeah. The motorcycle crash thing, Stevie has debunked. The guy, Dan, who told that story about her causing a motorcycle crash, everything in his story is debunked. The road that they were on didn't exist at the time. The diner that Dan said that they were headed to when he witnessed the crash also wasn't built yet. Like the whole story has been completely debunked. So the motorcycle crash is a BS story. The priest getting into a car accident, that's an interesting one, because when I looked into that priest, he was a Canadian priest up on charges here for things involving children, and he did not get convicted. But there were people that reached out to me who said that priest, there was campaigns going in New York trying to get families to come forward to charge him because he traveled all along the East Coast. So yeah. Let's see. The attic will crack louder if Annabelle's in your town. Yeah. Crappy electric, plenty of flammable material. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. My big granny's doll used to get up and move around at night. Okay. I don't know. Jimson weed. Which one is Jimson weed? I can't remember. Peyote is actually useful. Yeah, peyote. I would like to try peyote in the desert, like for an experience one day, but the wall is breathing. It does happen on these things. Yeah. A DMT. Oh, is Jimson weed like DMT? Okay, that makes sense. I don't know how we got on this topic, but yeah. Yeah, like peyote and stuff, and like ayahuasca, those are like spiritual things, but people have obviously abused it, and it's not. So yeah, they originally started off like that. Okay, and now finally, there's a rumor / truth coming out that Annabelle's not the original doll that the Warrens collected. So what's happening now is Stevie released this showing people playing with the doll, right? And then some other person, here they are. See, they're playing with the doll in a newspaper article from the 70s. Okay. So then there's this other person who came forward on social media saying that, well, I knew Lorraine personally, and she said that that's not the real Annabelle, that they switched her out and locked up the real Annabelle, and the Annabelle that they took around on tour and that people touched everywhere is a different Annabelle, is like a Raggedy Ann or something like that. Or no, I think they even said it's a Raggedy Ann doll, but the real Annabelle isn't a Raggedy Ann doll or some bullshit. And it's just like, the story is like so stupid. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. And then, of course, on top of this, with Stevie going around debunking everything and showing people, like, the history of the doll and everything like that, she has now people coming after her and harassing her, and, of course, calling her a, I don't know, SLUT and things like that, because that is the nature of the stupid comments on the internet. They have to resort to being very over the top, I don't know, abusive to women, essentially. Like, it's so stupid that she's now being called that and like being harassed for being a woman. It's so dumb. This is so dumb. So anyways, I do recommend sharing Stevie's post if you're on Facebook. Just kind of get the word around that Annabelle is not causing this stupid thing, I don't know what this is about. Not sure. I don't know what that's about, but yeah. Yeah, here it is here. So instead of discussing the debunk and discussing the proof that Stevie's bringing forward, they then attack her physical appearance and then start, shaming her for calling into question about the validity of Annabelle causing a fire at a plantation that she was not at. So yeah. There's somebody, no, it's not Nesper, Mr. Red Devil, you asked. So Annabelle is or isn't Raggedy Ann? So yeah, Nesper isn't saying this. Tony and them aren't saying that this doll has been swapped out. There's just this random person on Facebook who's like, I knew Lorraine personally and Lorraine told me this. And that's getting shared around. as like, just because someone said I knew Lorraine personally and it's a not debunk, people are just believing it. You know what I mean? Like, there's no proof of it. And even Nesper and Tony and them aren't confirming that what that person's saying is true, or that they even know who that person is. Like, all they'd have to do is confirm that that person is someone that they know, but they haven't. So everyone's just believing them, though. So stupid. Like that one time at band camp in 2006, we're on our way to King Charles III's coronation on HS2 train, and Glenn Miller farted in the carriage and gave everyone, the COVID. Yeah, the only doll I've ever been scared of was Big Granny's doll, little crazy thing. I mean, I find dolls disturbing. They creep me out, but that's just like an uncanny effect thing. So, yeah. Still a more believable story than the motorcycle crash. Yes. Yeah. My neighbor when I was a kid was a puppeteer. Yeah, puppets are a little creepy too. Yeah. This will go great in my misinformation channel where I say all kinds of wrong shit. It's a stupid manly thing. You are kind of stronger if you offend a woman with a slur. Oh yeah. Like, I get that too. Like, and that's thing, like, I don't remove comments of people who have hate comments or people who disagree with me or whatever. Like, I don't actually remove those. But when people like attack myself or my guests or you guys in the comments and like call like you slurs or names or whatever, like when it's a personal like attack or personal insult or whatever, that's when I ban people. That's when I remove them from the channel and I ban them. Because like we can discuss this stuff without having to be that immature. You know what I mean? So yeah. Apologize for my typing today. I constantly get wrong words from autocorrect. It's all right. I mess up too when I'm typing quickly too. Yeah. So no worries. But yeah, so that's the news this past week. So that's something. Anyway. So yeah, we have Zak Bagans finally being ousted, which is great because like honestly, like, I think he's responsible for all the stupid shit like YouTube ghost channels too. Like, they're all trying to be like Ghost Adventures, right? It would be great if we could get back on board with trying to be like a little more serious with this stuff. Probably not. We won't, but you know what I mean. My aunt made ceramic dolls. Imagine a basement full of doll parts. Oh yeah, no, that would be creepy. That's the thing. Like, I'm not saying that any doll that I've ever been creeped out is like haunted or anything. I find them unsettling. It makes me it creeps me out, right? And I just can't be around them, you know? Considering the subject matter, emotional immaturity could cause harm. Yeah. Have them do a doll wedding. Oh, God. If Robert and Annabelle had a baby, oh, Lord. My goodness. You can call me whatever, just don't touch my bacon or whiskey. Yeah. Annabelle on tour with special guest Robert the Doll. Robert the Doll thing's so dumb. There's just more stories coming out about Robert the Doll that are just being made up. Like, and you know what's crazy too is just like we're finding out that all these like locations of all these haunted locations and all these different things that are now telling stories about, oh, we have a ghost named such and such, right? And I noticed this on the Selena and Chris video. And then I've been talking to people in comments and they've been noticing on other videos. I've been talking to other people like ghost hunters too that are noticing this. The locations are now giving you lore, and the lore was created by an app on the phone. So like, don't trust the locations anymore. You need to do your own research for this stuff. And Robert the Doll, a bunch of the stuff they're making up about him, a psychic said it. It's stuff that came after the fact, after everyone who owned the doll is dead. Like, this is something new about this stupid curse thing. A psychic said it. You know? Robert the Doll always makes me think of Howard the Duck. Gotta watch that movie now. I think my ADHD has broken through again. Yeah, my ADHD always goes on a rant. But yeah, and then today I'm actually gonna be recording some stuff too with Stevie today. So I'm gonna be working on a video. We're interviewing some people. And I'm gonna be working on a video. I was actually gonna probably have a couple interviews in it. But what I'm gonna do for this week is I did record a bunch of stuff last week. And last week was just a shit show. It's been a shit show for like the last month. So I'm just going to get all that stuff edited and done for this week. And then we'll start fresh next week with fresh recordings. So, but this is all stuff you haven't seen. So it's just been sitting there for like a week. I just haven't had the time to sit down and work on it all. So, a psychic said it must be true. Yeah, exactly. Like, so I'm noticing a lot of these locations are just making up shit. Either making up stuff to make money, or they're just taking what a psychic or an app told them. And that's now the lore of these haunted locations. So like, if you guys go to haunted locations, or if you're watching something on a YouTube or TV or anything like that, do your research on the location and don't read the website. Don't read what the owner has written. Like, actually do your research. So yeah. New stuff. Yeah. If Chucky had a baby, so can those two. True, Alexis, you're not wrong. Actually, maybe their baby was the fire doll, because that would make as much sense with the lore. Yeah. I love Stevie too. Yeah, we'll have to figure out how we're going to split up the videos. My video I'm working on is sort of like the dangers of publicizing residential hauntings and the damage that it causes to families. So yeah, I'm going to be talking to we're talking today to one person who's from a Warren's case. There are one of the children from one of the cases. And I know that their family and them and their siblings have had a lot of trouble. So yeah. Yeah, Stevie's great. So I'm like, I don't understand why people like attack her with I don't know. Well, no, I do understand, I guess, because people come at me too sometimes in my comments, but yeah. Regarding haunted location lore, a lot of these sites are completely based on biases and bigotry from trying times in America. They're completely false. Yeah, it's tough sometimes with some of the locations too. Yeah. To even find the truth. Yeah. People are why we can't have nice things. Yeah. I have a porcelain doll from the 1930s. That was my nan's. Everyone got freaked out by it. But I have pottery birds. 15, 18 years old. Always one of them keeps turning around. So I move them and they haven't moved since. Oh, okay. Interesting subject. Good luck. Yeah, I'm going to be covering some of the channels. There are some YouTube channels that do like residential hauntings primarily. And there's issues around that. And one of the channels too, I know they don't pay the person. They make money off their story, but they don't pay them. They go in, they film it, and then they edit it, post it up on their YouTube. They don't do any follow-up with the families. They don't pay the families. Nothing. And they show the kids in a lot of the episodes and the children. And that can be damaging to kids later on in life. And that's sort of what I'm going to get into. So I don't mind dolls, but they shouldn't move on their own. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the old porcelain dolls creep me out. If it's like Barbies or something, that's not. It's like the old porcelain dolls that are like, I don't know, especially if they have like cracked skin and stuff. They just look creepy. It's just creepy looking, right? So, Mystic Me Mom, Paranormal Nightmares, the worst. Yeah, they are. Their fans are actually worse than other people. I've had more of their fans going off in my comments than anyone else, and I've barely touched on them. So when I go in and actually do more on Paranormal Nightmare, that's going to be a lot more of a tougher, deeper critique. I expect a ton of hate to show up in the comments. So that's why I always blindfold people when I take them to spooky places. I know. See, that's just even creepier, Red Devil. There's a great book on haunted lore issues called Ghostland, American History and Haunted Places by Colin Dickey. All right, I'll have to check that out. Who was that family that were abandoned by a channel in Beardo? That's Paranormal Nightmare, James. Yep, that's Paranormal Nightmare. They are probably the Paranormal Nightmare. Remember how those of you who've been following me for a while, remember I released like that little snippet of my one video where I talk about the Warren method of how they grift people? Apply that method to Paranormal Nightmare. You'll be surprised. It's very, like, they're very much copying the Warrens. A lot of parts of the Warrens. I love Barbies and kids and cat dolls, but if any of them were walking up around, that would be a whole different ball game. Yeah. James, that was Jed. Yeah, Jed. Yeah. Amy Allen is on TV and she shows kids all the time. Wait, what? Shows kids what? Amy Allen's a faker, but I don't know what she's showing. She has Victorian clothes on in a case and stands high and looks up over people. Yeah, those ones are creepy, yeah. Then I forget to take the blindfold off and just walk around by myself dumping adrenaline. Wait, do you just leave the person with a blindfold on in a haunted place, Fred Devil? Is that what you're saying? Jeez. Hey, Victoria. Check out the Tubi horror movies and enjoy. All right, I'll have to check that out. Yeah, James, I really screwed him. Yeah, Jed, yeah. He's not the only one. There were others that came forward too, so. Yeah, he's not the only one. Like Jed was left like really broken. But there's other people that have come forward and said like that they weren't told that their place was haunted by a demon. They found out when they saw the video release, and they weren't having problems in the house after the guys left. But once they found out it was a demon, then stuff was starting back up again. Like it's psychological, right? And they weren't given any follow-up from Paranormal Nightmare. So yeah, at least the Warrens did follow up. They did do follow up. Mr. Red Devil. I mean, I can, but I usually leave them in the car because I want to have to wait for them to catch up. If I come dashing back to the car. Jesus. I never played with dolls, preferred teddy bears and other stuffed animals. Do you know any haunted teddy bears? I feel like this is reminding me of a horror movie where like the bear's eyes glow. What movie am I thinking of? The bear's eyes glow and then he like gets... Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's. That's who I'm thinking of. The bear of Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, all those things. They look like animals, but they're like haunted. And they're haunted by like kids who were, you know, unalived by the owner of the place. So it's an interesting story. A month after they came, Jed was complaining about activity. Yeah. Hey, Pump. Yeah, like Jed was like still struggling really bad. Whereas like, I talked with other ghost hunters who were helping some of the other families who like, they weren't struggling and they weren't like necessarily looking for like full on help or whatever, but they were like, a lot of people have come forward and said like, oh, I didn't know it was a demon. I didn't know it was this, or I didn't know it was that in my house, until they saw the YouTube video release. Like they didn't do any follow-up with like, hey, here's the evidence that we got at your house. But here we like exorcised it or whatever stupid crap because they follow some weird religion that they can, I guess, bless things and get rid of them. But like, it's like they never started with a demon. They started with they thought like was a haunting, and there's a bunch of that. Yeah. Never heard of haunted teddy bear, but Furbies, those damn things, and Teddy Ruxpin, heard some foul things come out of them. The Furbies were like, yeah, they were bugged too. Yeah. The Foreskin Brothers. Yeah, Pump. Yeah. Jed. Yeah. Jed from the Paranormal Nightmare situation. Yeah. My cat are driving. Sorry, me. Your cat is driving? Okay, just be safe, Julie. Don't let the cat crash. Oh, man. But yeah, so I'm going to be working on a video about that. About sort of just the dangers of like, the risks associated with the residential hauntings and publicizing them and making money off the families and not taking it seriously. So it's not just Paranormal Nightmare. There's also that, what is it? The Dylan, what is it called? Is it Dylan the ghost hunter? Or what the hell is the guy's, what is his name? Any of you guys know who I'm talking about? Dylan he goes in by himself. He's like a kid, and he's gonna end up like messing with a family. He does residential hauntings. Oh, shit, what is his name, guys? I also love Chuck E. Cheese. I never really liked it because it was too noisy. But even when I was a kid, I didn't really like a lot of noise. But I also grew up in like a farm, and then I grew up in like it was like a lot of land and stuff. Everything was pretty quiet all the time wherever I lived. What's that guy's name? Or is it Colt, the demon hunter, ghost chaser? Ghost chaser. It's a ghost chaser. Dylan the ghost chaser, or Colt the ghost chaser. Whatever the hell that guy's name is. If you watched his video, oh my god, it's so bad. He's so young, and he's in there, and he's like, to the residents, he's like, don't you think this is what my calling is? Don't you think that this is what I should be doing? Like, it's so weird. Mythos, did he debunk him? Yeah, I think also Boo Paranormal covered him too. He's a jerk? Yeah, I've heard that. Ah! Sorry. I am not Jen. What? I don't know what you're saying, Red Devil. Sounds like a Saturday morning cartoon. Yeah, Ken, you're not wrong. Ghost Facers. Oh my god. I fucking love Supernatural, by the way. Oh, did you guys see Jensen Ackles? Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, wait. Let me see. I love his response. Jensen Ackles? It's Ackles, right? Ghost hunting for real. Oh, I should have saved it. It's going to be hard to find this. He was at like he was taking questions from the audience, and they were like, would you ever go on a ghost hunt? And he's like, ghosts aren't real. And then he started like, it was really funny. I should have saved it. I don't know where it is. I should have saved it. It was really funny. Hold on, let me see. Did I maybe heart it? Can't we see our hearts on TikTok? It was a good response. It was on TikTok, or if it was on Instagram Reels, I have no idea. Can you check your Reels on Insta of like what you hearted? I don't know if you can check what you hearted. Oh, I wanted to play you guys this TikTok. Hold on, I did throw it on my social medias. I'll do it in a second. Let me see if I can find this thing. I don't think I can. I think it must have been a reel. It had to have been an Instagram reel because I don't see it on here. Okay, hold on. Wait. This is funny shit, man. This shit's funny. All right.
I have come to bless thee for thou brave survival of the weak. Life was lifing, and you were youing. Your existence was enough. Bring forth thy giggles. In the name of the animal kingdom, I bow to you, human. You're the best. Ramen. Frati tofi fatis cross cris crabby boy. Bibo bobby boy. I love you, tata. Daddy doody die. Ska ska ska.
It's so stupid. I love it. I love it. She's just like doing a random like non-religious blessing for the week. It's so funny. Life was lifing. Yes, exactly. Life was lifing. You were youing. I love it. I think it's funny. Can you check your likes on Instagram? Is that like saved anywhere like TikTok? Oh, you can do saved, but I can't do my likes. I should have saved it. Oh yeah, there's actually a psychic I am working on, slowly gathering some stuff. Oh yeah, this is like, hold on, wait. All right, I'm gonna play you guys this one.
You do? Ah, thank you. Awkward.
I just thought that was fucking funny. Okay, so I am working on this. Oh yeah, secret, but okay. So I'm gonna be covering, I just found it interesting. Someone who told me about this Fia psychic. She was helping that person who said that she was Madeline McCann. And I started digging into this Fia psychic a little bit more, and there's like a lot of shit on her. So like she's not really actively, hey side-eye guy. She's not really actively like she's doing some stuff, but she's not really super active. But I thought it would be an interesting like story to look back on, like a psychic and how she kind of was like messing with the whole country with this Madeline McCann thing. And I was going to kind of do an exploration of her. So that's something I'll be working on as well. One of the many things I have on the list to do. So yeah. But yeah. Have a good one, Mystic. Yeah, take care. What time is it? Storyteller Snake. Boss came by to pick up the keys, and partner's making soup for the first time. Officially started my sick week. Oh, are you sick? I'm sorry if you're sick. Still waiting on the news, Seg T. I survived the bologna and cheese whiz experiment. Fried bologna is good, though. But American cheese is disgusting. So I don't blame anyone who doesn't like the American cheese. I'm sorry, Americans, but just your milk products are just... They're not creamy. They're like weird. Let's see if I missed anyone. Oh yeah, so I'll try to find that Jensen Ackles clip, because it's like, it was like someone was like, said to Jensen, would you go on ghost adventures or something like that? And then he responded back saying it's all fake. It was a good one. It was a good like snap back on it. Oh, hold on. I gotta message back Stevie really quick. 1 second. Uno momento. I gotta find the numbers for them. Okay, we need Connecticut and Virginia. All right, what's... hold on, I'm trying to find these phone numbers for Zoom. I don't know how long distance work. Like most people have long distance in their plan, right? What's Connecticut? What's Connecticut's area code? Connecticut area code 203-475-860-959. 203-475-860-959. 860-959. I don't know. I don't see any of them. I see New York. New York's New York, Connecticut, right? Hold on. Where is Virginia East Coast or is it more like Central? Sorry, I have to look at a map for stuff. Is it more like in the middle? No, it's like East Coast. Okay, what do we got? Okay, I don't know. Okay, I don't know all the area codes, but they are East Coast. So whatever ones work. I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to help Stevie with figuring out these phone numbers. I know my chair is squeaky too, guys. I want to save up for a new chair. I'm like, this chair is freaking annoying me. Does Zoom have like toll free? Is this toll free? Is it saying that this is toll free? I think it's saying that these are toll free. It looks like from the Zoom website. Sorry, guys. The USA numbers are toll free. It has the check mark on it. And that was a really bad typo. See, like, you have these Zoom numbers, right, guys? Here, I'm just showing you. Okay, it says here, does anyone know Zoom really well? See, it says toll-free number, right? So check mark would be a toll-free number, right? And if you go down to the US, it's got a check mark, right? So these are all toll-free, right? Or is it like specifically, like, does it have to line up exactly? Guys, what do you think? Give me your opinions. Do you think it has to line up exactly? Oh, hold on. Wait, let me do this. No, yeah. Okay. So yeah, you see it's different. These are all toll free, right? That is bright as hell. I cannot fucking deal. East Coast. Yeah. Okay. East Coast. Just curious if there's a meetup in the works for maybe, oh, sorry, my mic, maybe next year, or if anyone else here is interested. Yeah, I mean, you guys should set up something for the US. I'm in Canada. I'm not entering the US for 4 years. If you know what I mean. I'm not going into the US. Don't forget, American cheese is not cheese. It's cheese food. True, Ken. Yeah, it's like a soft cheese. Like it's like Cheese Whiz kind of. Dutch cheese is great. Yeah, I imagine it is. I'm like Canadian cheese and Canadian milk products are really good too because we don't filter it as much. Like we let more of the fat in, so it tastes good. You know, fat tastes good. Flaming hot Doritos, Welsh mature cheddar, red Leicester, chopped spring onions and fine chili flakes, mild salsa, grilled yummy. I don't like flavored Doritos very much. I like just plain corn chips. I was watching a video of a chemist who wanted American Big Mac but couldn't get them in the UK, so he essentially engineered the cheese and pickles. Yeah, it wouldn't be hard. It's not hard to make your own Big Mac, that's for sure. Yeah. Correct. Engineered might not be the best way to put it. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So yeah, these are toll-free numbers because there's a check mark. I'm gonna say it's a toll-free. It's check mark. It's good. Oh, hey, KK. We're just winding down. We did like a big thing on... Okay, yeah, she got my message. We did a big thing on the Zak Bagans nonsense, and then we covered the Annabelle Doll nonsense, and we're just winding down. I know I have like a thing too with Stevie in a little bit, so I was just helping Stevie figure out the phone numbers for Zoom, because I was trying to figure that out too, so... Yeah, we want to go to the U.S. right now. By the way, things are going. I'm not sure if anyone want to come to the U.K. soon either. Really? What's going on with the U.K.? What's happening? What do you mean? What's happening? Is it bad? What's going on with the U.K.? UK news. Bummer I missed more of that conversation. Sounds like it was interesting. Yeah, we went off on... I went through a lot of the stuff too, and then we kind of talked about just sort of the issues that women face as well. And yeah, and I know a couple people disagree in the chat, but that's fine. You can disagree. Pretty sure the ones that disagreed were not women, so... is it these trade deals that are an issue? Are they still going on about Brexit? Isn't Brexit like... Oh, are they talking about resetting Brexit? Oh, that might be weird. We have a recession. The whole world's in a recession. We're in a recession too. Just they're like... America is like pretending they're not. Everyone is in a recession right now. Everyone's in a recession right now. It's because like they said that after COVID, like after the bounce back on COVID, we're all going to be in a recession because COVID like... fucked us long term, and that the recession would come in probably like 5 or 10 years, and it's been 5 years. So yeah. There's corporation cheese and there's government cheese, which is better than anything you get in the store. Yeah. Oh, hey, Mystery Archives. Hey, Cody, how you doing? Facts about the global economy. Yeah, the whole world is in a recession. They're all fucked right now. We're all fucked. Honestly, though, like we wrote it out in, what was it, 2006 or 2009 was the housing boom crisis. One of those dates. Yeah, it was one of those dates. We wrote it out. We can ride out a recession. We all just got to calm the fuck down and like hold on to our butts and just chill for a minute. like we made it through that recession. There was a recession in the 70s we made it through. There was a recession in the 90s we made it through. We made it through every recession. The only recession that was like a complete dumpster fire was the 1930s, because that was the first time that we had a recession, because we never had a commerce, like industrial economy until that time. And then it all went to shit and we didn't know what to do and everyone freaked out. But now we know what to do. So like we'll make it through. We'll make it through. Yeah, 2008 or 2009, it was something like that. Yeah. Driving to the park now. Okay, yeah, nice. Tariffs didn't work, shocker. I know, right? But yeah, we'll make it through. Like we always do. We always make it. I've lived through about 5. Yeah, like the 1930s, I would say is probably like the worst one, to be honest. And then before that, probably like there was a bad time during the Dark Ages. And then there was the Rome went through a few recessions that were really bad too. But we carry on because money is just a construct invented by humans, so we can find our way through. We'll be fine. Just everyone's freaking out for whatever weird reason. Well, no, it's social media. Yeah. People are up in arms over the reset deal. Yeah, I don't really understand the Brexit stuff. Like, I don't know, is it good or is it bad? Because I hear different things. I have no idea. Yeah. I know things are good when I could buy 60 eggs for less than $5 again. Yeah, the US got fucked because of the bird flu or whatever. Canada, we didn't have the egg issue. Like, our food is expensive. Don't get me wrong. Everyone's food is expensive right now. But we didn't face the egg problem that you guys have. I buy eggs off of a hobby farmer. She just has chickens, and I buy her eggs. So the number of people demanding that rescues in the English Channel put up against nearest walls off right. I have no idea about what that story is. Yeah, there's stuff that, like, it's funny, we don't realize the rest of the world doesn't know what's going on, like the little stories, only our like global stories, right? It's brutal, but we'll make it. Yeah, we'll make it through. We'll make it through. Let's just not like make it worse. Let's just ride it out and not do anything crazy to make it worse, which I think we've already been doing a little bit of that, but yeah. My dad was a Great Depression kid in Chicago. Yeah, my grandpa was a Great Depression kid too. And like, I remember the stuff he would tell me. And he's the reason why, like, I love just eating. Sometimes I just like eating brown beans and like a piece of bread. Because like he did that for dinner a lot because he grew up like in the Depression. So he was like, he always did these like simple dinners and stuff that were really cheap, right? And every once in a while I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to have some like beans and bread, you know? Time to resort to cannibalism. I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's just more like, let's just not make it worse. I think everything will be fine, but let's not make it worse. I think that's the concern that I have. So yeah, my grandma was too. My grandma did have problems, like, but mental disorders run in my family. Because my grandma dealt with the depression and stuff, she had like a hoarding problem, especially with food, and it started because of the depression. And there's like psychological like backing and reasons and stuff why, obviously, right? But yeah, she would just keep buying more and more food and kind of like store it everywhere, and nobody would eat it, and there'd always be food going bad, and we'd always have to go through and like, you know, throw it out. But it's because of the, you know, being without food and what happened during the Depression. I think it like messed with some people. So yeah. My nan survived World War II and the bombing of London. Yeah, that was rough. My grandpa was actually, he was stationed in London for a few parts of World War II. And then he was stationed in Paris or something, or somewhere in France too. So yeah. Saying grandparents lived through the Depression and other things, feeling thankful to be tattooed with all this cannibalism talk. I did read that if you eat someone who has a tattoo, that you'll get like, you can die. That like our meat, people with tattoos, our meat is tainted now. I read that somewhere, that like if you're gonna I don't condone eating people. If you're going to eat somebody, don't eat with a tattoo, is what I was reading. Yeah. £4 for spam is ridiculous. Yeah, that's pricey for spam. But then I seen a video that someone posted of like the amount of money you guys like pay for like produce and stuff. And it's like, it's pennies, man. Like, I'm just like, what? Like, you know how much produce is here? It's crazy expensive. Small boats used to smuggle people into the UK from France have a tendency to be overloading and difficult in currents in the channel. By law, the RNLI must rescue them, causing anger. Oh yeah, there's laws like that in the US regarding the Cuba stuff, but I think they're like, I don't know what's going on with that now. So yeah, the zombies coming at you, see tattoo walking away. Livestock aren't tattooed. They're like branded, like burnt, like the tattoos that we go to the tattoo parlor for. It's the ink and stuff. Not by other animals. You'll still be helping. Thank you for your sacrifice. There are even people commenting about how they will no longer support because they're rescuing. Yeah, it's so stupid. Like Europe has been tainted by the traveling pants of someone named Elon and his stupid chainsaw. He messed with Europe. Like he was doing it for a few years. There was a lead up to this. So yeah, it's a mess. Isn't that their main job, rescuing drowning people? Yeah, you'd think, yeah. Yeah, it's just weird. The world's in a weird place. That's why I'm just like, I'm just waiting. I'm just trying to ride it out. At this point, ride it out these next few years. I think the world will come to its senses and, when all this is done, I think we're going to have a reset and everyone will come to their senses. It's like, I don't understand how we aren't humaning right now. Let's just human for a little bit. Okay, guys. My internet died for a little bit. No worries. Yeah, I was just told, Stevie told me there's a big storm on the way on the East Coast there. She sent me a picture. So you might be also having that. Yeah, there's like a big storm that's kind of going up the east. We'll probably end up getting it in Canada. We always end up getting the U.S. storm a few days later. Oh yeah, tomorrow it starts raining and it's supposed to rain for like 4 days. Ugh, gross. Yucky. Yeah, I think that people just like don't understand the economy and don't understand politics at a municipal, local, provincial, country, and then world level. And people don't understand the nuances and they're just hopping on board with the social media. I blame social media for all of our current issues right now. Social media is accessible, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, let's just be humans and just like be nice to each other. That's that's too much to ask, All right. Oh yeah. I can't remember. Did I put that Jensen Ackles thing in the Discord? Actually, hold on, wait, I might have. Hold on, wait, let me check. I can't find it. Pics and clips. I put in those like weird dating things. Yeah. No, I don't think I put in the Jensen Ackles thing. I don't know where it is. I think it was Ghost Adventures that they asked him to be on. It was a panel. I'm going to have to try to find it again. Yeah, I'm going to have to try to find it again. Once I find it, I'll post it for you guys. I just thought it was a funny answer, so yeah. Polish are credited with saving our butts during the Battle of Britain. Most of these pilots came across on boats without paperwork visas. Yeah, there's like a is it the Dutchland or is it Deutschland? There's somewhere in Europe where like Canada, like our army literally saved them and like freed them and like gave them independence or something. And apparently if you like go there as a Canadian and go into the pub, you can like drink for free. And they have a Canada Day. Like they just did it. They like do a celebration of Canada as part of their like independence celebration. I can't remember what it's called. The Netherlands? Is that it? The Netherlands? Yeah, it's somewhere. It was somewhere in Europe there. And I know like Canada played like a big role in helping them. Yeah, we played a key role in liberating the Netherlands. Yeah. And we've always had like a good relationship together because of it. Yeah, I mean, we've always had like a history of trying to help people, or we have a history of creating the Geneva Conventions, one or the other. Yeah. All right, I'm going to end here because I am going to grab some kind of food. I have no idea. Well, I was saying too, I'm like, if Canada goes to shit, if Trump takes over, maybe we should just all like go to the Netherlands because they like us over there and then we can get the fuck out of here. So anyway, all right, I'm going to end here. I'm going to grab something to eat or something before this next session. I'm going to be doing interviews and stuff with, Stevie, and yeah, we'll take it from there. Oh, right. Demon video. I'll release it to the public one on probably Thursday, and then members, I'll see if I can get your video like released Thursday, otherwise like Friday. And then I have a video coming where I'm going to be getting into twin paranormal, a lot of twin paranormal, but I'm diving into all the gadgets. So that is going to be out on Saturday. I have like 4 hours of footage, and I got to see how long this video is going to be. I don't mind putting out like a 3-hour video or whatever, because I know you guys can just pause it and come back to it later. But my software is being really fricky that if I go like over 2 hours, it's iffy. It's like, or like, it's like 3 hours. If I hit 3 hours, it's iffy on, it messes up. So I might have to keep it. I might have to cut some stuff. So, but anyway, yeah. All right, you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for coming to live. Is Chris doing anything tonight? I don't think so. I think that they were testing the live and stuff the other day. I don't think that there's anything planned for the... No, I don't think that there's anything planned because I'm going to be with Stevie tonight. So yeah, I don't think anything's planned. Yeah. All right. Yeah, a lot of the soldiers died in the liberation of Netherlands. Yeah. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for stopping in. And yeah, we'll kind of take it from there. And oh God, I look like crap. I'm so... Bleh. The season change is